In this next example, we're going to be dividing complex numbers. We have 1 plus 4i, and we're dividing by 5 minus 12i. To perform this division, what we do is we multiply both the numerator and denominator by the reciprocal of the denominator. That is, I multiply the numerator and denominator by 5 plus 12i. Now what I need to do is distribute in the numerator and distribute in the denominator. Here's what I'm going to get. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 12i is 12i. 4i times 5 is 20i. 4i times 12i is going to be 48i squared. In the denominator, what we notice is that we're multiplying complex conjugates of each other. Therefore, I'm going to get a result of the real part squared plus the imaginary part squared. In the numerator, I have 5. 12i plus 20i is 32i. And then minus 48. Again, I squared is negative 1. 48 times negative 1 is negative 48. We divide this result by 25 plus 144, which is 169. 5 minus 48 is negative 43 plus 32i. And this is divided by 169. Again, this is not in standard form. I take the denominator and divide it into both the real part and the imaginary part. The result is negative 43 over 169 plus 32 over 169i. Let's go ahead and do one more example so that we're clear on the process. In this next example, we're going to take 2 minus 3i and divide by 4 minus 3i. Again, what I do is I multiply both the numerator and denominator by the conjugate of the denominator, which would be 4 plus 3i. Now I distribute. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 3i is 6i. Negative 3i times 4 is minus 12i. Negative 3i times 3i is negative 9i squared. I now divide this by the real part squared is 16. The imaginary part squared is 9. Again, when you're multiplying complex conjugates of each other, the result is just going to be the real part squared plus the imaginary part squared. Now let's combine like terms and simplify a bit. 6i minus 12i is minus 6i. Negative 9i squared will be plus 9, and that's going to be divided by 25. The result is 17 minus 6i over 25. Again, to write this in standard form, we take the denominator and divide it into the real part and the imaginary part. The result is 17 over 25 minus 6 over 25i.